Hello my beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day and thank you for watching. Today we're going to talk about misconceptions and myths that some people have about femininity and that maybe you have it about femininity, to clarify everything. To clarify about some stereotypes that we have as feminine women. I asked you on my Instagram what are your misconceptions or what you heard are like misconceptions or stereotype about femininity, and you came up with a lot. And I think it's important to clarify certain stereotypes and misconceptions. So if you want to know more, keep on watching. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, old Hollywood glamour, seduction, dating, and anything to make you become the best version of yourself and to truly transform yourself into a high value woman. Feel free to join the channel, the link is down below. Also follow me on my Instagram, which is at Lisa Heartstyle. As you can see here, I bought this. This is super extravagant. This is like a robe with fur on it and everything. I love it. It's very old Hollywood glam, and you'll probably see me wearing this for my old Hollywood videos. So excuse me my ladies if my voice is not the best right now. It is because I was screaming too much in Saint-Tropez. Yes, in vacation. So excuse me if my voice is not, you know, in the best shape. So ladies, the first thing that you all said, of course, is this misconception that femininity is being weak and femininity is a weakness. We see that classic traits of femininity in movies are demonized. We see that mean girls in movies are hyper feminine. Disney princesses are seen as anti-feminist because they show classic traits of femininity. On the other hand, masculine traits are praised and are seen as the ultimate goal. You have to be this strong, heartless person to be seen as respectful and valued. Yes, when I was young also, being feminine was not the cool thing. You can be ridiculed for being too feminine, for loving the Totally Spies and loving pink. You know, in the media, they uplift masculinity so much. It's all about expressing yourself through masculine behaviors. There's no need to put one on top of the other to become men. To become equal to men, we have to become men. And I don't think it's true. I think both are valuable. Both are beautiful energies that we need in this world. Masculinity is more being strong, dominant, action, you know, conquering things, and feminine energy is more soft and joyful, and it's the plants, it's the beauty. Of course, we have both energies in us, but one is always more present than the other. And I think that the meaning femininity and translate into this lack of femininity that we see in this world. There's a big lack of it. Like you see it with hustle culture. Like people are completely burnt out from being too masculine, and they need a little bit more quiet time. That's why we see so many people wanting to live this slow living life, living this cottagecore type of life. It's very, you know, typing into your feminine energy. Also, if you look at my channel, you obviously know that femininity is not a weakness. It's powerful in a different way because it has a true impact. It has a genuine impact, power, and influence on masculine energy. So people that says that it's a weakness don't understand the genuine power that femininity, that genuine femininity can have. Next is a feminine woman are gold diggers. Okay, well, wrong, obviously. Sometimes, of course, you have some women that can use their femininity to the extreme to obtain things from men and all of that. I think the majority of you, when you're looking for a partner, you want a nice masculine provider. I think I don't like this term, first of all, because it's weird, like digging, like a woman is digging. Feminine women don't dig. Like, I think I prefer the term in French. In French, it's croqueuses de diamants, so it's like eaters of diamonds. It's funnier. I mean, it's just funnier. No, but seriously, I think that just treating feminine women as gold digger that don't do anything and blah 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 blah, it's just demeaning again feminine energy, and feminine energy is very, very strong and powerful, and we need it. And most men don't understand it. Most men don't understand that they actually genuinely need it. And when you have men that are not providers in a relationship, they're completely surprised that the woman turned completely masculine, because she has to. If she's working, she has to be more masculine, and then she will be more dominant. So I think that men that say that are, first of all, beta men, because I cannot imagine alpha men that I know saying that. They are thrilled to provide. They are thrilled to absolutely be the masculine role, and it makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel like leaders. It makes them feel good, and they know that it has an impact on the woman and that she reward him with her feminine energy in return. So there's no question about that on alpha men. It's just beta men that don't understand that yet, or maybe men that are not masculine yet. They are just too young for it, or men that don't understand the value of it. A woman that says that, on the other hand, is that they don't understand the power that they have with femininity, or they are maybe jealous of women that you're using their power, their feminine power, women that don't feel worthy maybe of having that, so they are jealous of women that have a provider. So you have different type of explanation, of course, for why people say that, but I think it's just funny. I just laugh when I see that. I don't take offense of that, you know. It's interesting to see how people go to the extreme when they treat a woman, like when they say she's a gold digger, because, you know, it's very subjective. It's very like arbitrary completely, because they can say she's a gold digger if she is demanding a house, or they can say she's a gold digger if she's demanding a meal at a restaurant. So like, what is the line? Where is the line? It's completely arbitrary. I think that you should not, my ladies, pay attention to those type of people, because they're just completely uneducated on the subject. Actually, on my channel, I'm more about treating you like queens and goddesses, and telling you that yes, a man should open the door for you. You're a high value woman. Of course you deserve it. You deserve to be treated nicely. You deserve to be provided for. You have, of course, the classic misconception that femininity is stupid, that feminine women are stupid. And I think this statement is stupid. I mean, this is the old classic thing to think that feminine women are stupid, that when you portray a feminine, hyper feminine woman that love pink, that love to take care of herself, that she's stupid, like that beautiful women are stupid, or things like this. You can see that a lot in Legally Blonde. Like, a lot of people think that she's stupid just because she's hyper feminine. And
I'm sorry, are you here to see me?
No, silly. I go here.
You go where?
Harvard. Law school.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
This misconception also that feminine women are superficial, that they have nothing, that they lack depth, that they have nothing to offer besides their look. And this is something that we have to battle with. We have to prove that we're not only a physical appearance. And I think that it's such a misconception. It is so close-minded to think like this. It is so stupid, actually, to think like this. You cannot generalize a whole population. It's just like saying all men are trash. It's generalizing a whole population. Like, fashion is more artistic, is to express myself, express my beauty, express my individuality. And I see that as a beautiful form of art. And being more artistic is on the contrary, very intelligent. You see it on my channel. We go into the deep subject. We go in depth. We don't just say on the superficial level. I don't just say like you have to be pretty and not talk, and be smiling and not say anything. No, we go into the deep subject. We just talk about boundaries. We talk about standards. Like, we even culture ourselves with different type of women in the history that were legends, like Elizabeth Taylor, like Rita Hayworth. We analyze movies. We talk about cultivating ourselves. We talk about documentaries. We talk about books. I think that the femininity movement is way, way, way deeper than most people think, and most people are actually. Ladies, take that as an advantage. They underestimate you, so they don't know what you're capable of. There's no need to try to convince those people. Those people lack depth if they say that. Those people are the superficial people if they say that, because they only see the exterior and they don't try to see the inside. But I think in general, smart people and like people that are more deep and people that are more educated, open-minded and all of that are rare. In general, it's not just about like physical appearance, it's just that they are rare. And I had those experiences. I had those experiences of saying, wow, like you're so beautiful, but like, oh wow, I didn't know you were smart as well. I was like, yeah. Next is femininity is only for white women. I saw that and I was like, what? Oh my god, no. This is so obvious for me, but I saw that multiple times and I was like, there's no way there are some people that are thinking that. Femininity comes with all shape, form, origins, roots, colors, and that's why I love to do femininity around the world. Women all over the world have different type of femininity, different type of elegance, different style, different way of expressing their femininity, different way of being elegant, different energies, different personalities, and it's completely fine. We all come in different type of ways. There's not one way to do it. As you see also, etiquette and elegance, it's completely different from one country to the other. There are some countries where you have to eat with your hands. It's the etiquette that says it. Rather than in France, you do not do that. So that's why I love to talk about also, for example, when I did femininity in Bollywood in India, it is extremely beautiful to wear tons of jewelry, and you have to do it. And it's the expression of wealth and femininity. This is how you express it. Rather than if you go to England, the less jewelry you have, the better. Like it's really a subtle way to express it. In Middle Eastern, it's also another way. So you have so many different type of way of expressing it, and that's why I love doing elegance around the world and talking about other countries, other culture. Like what would be considered elegant in a country would be considered completely inappropriate in another country. These are social norms that we have to remind ourselves when we are judging someone. For example, when we say this is not elegant, this is not this is not that. That's why I try as much as possible to stay neutral on my channel, to stay open-minded, because I think a high-value woman and a beautiful feminine high-value woman is educated, is cultured, and is very open-minded in terms of other culture, in terms of other way of living. Well, there's also this thing of like femininity is only for thin women. Well, no. All women can express their femininity in their own way, and it's not just for thin women, it's not just for white women, it's not just for this, for blondes, for that, for housewife, for this. No. Everybody can be feminine. Everybody can express their femininity in their own way. So the next misconception is that femininity is about being a housewife and doing chores, which is not the case, ladies. So first of all, there's nothing wrong with being a housewife. I love this. I love my working woman and I love my housewife ladies. I love you all. It's true that the housewives are more into their feminine energy. It's easier for them to be in their feminine energy. When you do more relaxing, quiet type of activities, it is more into your feminine energy. But that doesn't mean that they don't use their masculine energy sometimes. Even around the house, even for the kids, they have to use their authority. They have to use sometimes their masculine energy into the action to do things. So we use both every day. It's just that there is one that we are gonna lean more towards, especially with the men, especially when it's about attraction. So no, you don't need to be a housewife. You don't need to do chores to be feminine. It has nothing to do with that. Like feminine energy is way beyond all of that. Like if you like it, if you like to do house chores and all of that, you're completely allowed to do it. It's wonderful, but you shouldn't have to do it to prove that you're a feminine woman, to prove that in return you do this, It's not a transaction, ladies. Next misconception is that feminine women cannot have a career, or that they cannot be a career woman, or that you can't do masculine activities or have a masculine career. So as I said, it is not true, obviously, because you can totally have a masculine career. You can totally have a job, have a career, even being a businesswoman if you want. You would have to balance more in that case and switch more. That doesn't mean that you cannot be feminine. I have a lot of my ladies that are doctors, that are lawyers, that have those type of jobs where it's more about like this masculine energy. We are complex as women. We are not just one-dimensional. Next is, if you want to be feminine, you cannot be angry. That you have to be sweet all the time, that you have to be a walkover or a doormat. Well, obviously you know my answer, ladies. I talk so much about boundaries, about standards, about about speaking your truth, about not letting people walk all over you. Feminine women have boundaries. Femininity is about having boundaries. It's not about being this sweet angel that say yes all the time. In the feminine energy, you have different scale of like, what are those different type of feminine energy? You have more of the princess, more of the femme fatale, more of the goddess. You need standard, you need boundaries as a feminine woman, but you can totally express it in a feminine way. Next, we have feminine content is only for straight women. Those, as I said, are energies, so it can completely be applicable to women that are attracted to other women and maybe to more masculine women. In that case, I'm giving advice to women that are straight women that are looking for men, because I know more about the relationship between men and women. Next misconception is that it is only to get a man. Like, oh, you try too hard. It's crazy when you talk about body language, how people take it so deeply, and you're like, it's just body language, it's not that deep. But like when they say you try too hard by dressing up, by putting makeup, by improving your body language, and I think it has nothing to do with it. I think it has nothing to do with the outfit or, you know, the body language and all of that. And actually body language, elegant body language, can really help you having more respect sometimes, because when you have a good posture, people treat you differently. But I think it's more about your attitude. You can completely dress like Marilyn Monroe but have high standards and an attitude that is more high value, and that the men would respect you more, and being extremely hard to get. On the other hand, you can dress in a more masculine way, just jeans and t-shirts, and having a pick-me attitude and having completely a desperate attitude. So no, I don't think it's trying too hard when we are feminine. I think it's just because we like it, we love it. I mean, it's nice to have attention from men, okay? But I dress up even at home. I dress up for myself. I dress up to please myself when I look at myself in the mirror. I do that to feel confident. I love dressing up. I love feeling good. I love having different outfits. So yeah, mostly I think I would always dress up. I don't only dress up if I go out with a man. Like I would dress feminine even just to go to the grocery store. And also I had some misconception, oh, you should do it for yourself and not for a man. Since when it is wrong to want to appeal to men? Like, since when it is wrong to want to find a partner, to want to be attractive, to want to have like seductive techniques and all of that? It's just the basic of humanity. The human race is based on that. Men also are obsessed with like how to get a woman and how to seduce a woman. Of course, it's not only that. It's focused also on feeling good, feeling confident. It's focused also on refining ourselves and becoming elegant. It's focused also on leveling up even in your life in general. But there's nothing wrong with also wanting to appear more feminine to men and wanting to have a more balanced relationship and having beautiful energies that are attracted to each other, having this beautiful seduction. There's nothing wrong with it. This is the base of human nature, actually, to build relationship. Next misconception is that you can't show your personality, that you have to agree with everything a man say, and that you have no opinion, or that femininity is fake and like being fake and always faking it. I had some also comments saying like, be yourself, just be yourself. So I would never say that you cannot show your personality. This is not me, of course. I show my personality on this channel. I show my type of goofy humor sometimes, and you absolutely don't have to agree with everything a man say. This is insane. If somebody says you that, that's not true. Like, having boundaries and standards is all about that. It's all about doing whatever you want, whatever you decide. You accept your requirements, your everything. I'm always talking about this. This is very important, and I encourage you to see my videos about boundaries, about standards. I will link it below in case you haven't seen it. When people say that femininity is fake and that you have to just be yourself, but just yourself, actually how you are, how you act, your body language, how you talk, Everything comes from something. All your personality and everything that you are comes from something. You learned it at some point. Your vocabulary, your gesture, everything. Even your taste and your perception of the word comes from something. You learned all of those things from experiences and your education. So when I teach body language, it's all about having new knowledge and being more knowledgeable on the aspect of body language, of the conception of body language. So no, ladies, I don't think that femininity is fake. I don't think that we have to fake it. I don't think that elegance is fake also. I don't think we should take it to the extreme of asking what is feminine, what is elegant, and being completely over exaggerated and obsessed with it. I think being obsessed with it makes you a robot that have no personality. You have to keep your personality, of course. You have to keep your essence, your humor, your craziness. So thank you for watching, my darlings. I hope you liked it and I hope it was helpful for you. Let me know what are your misconceptions about femininity, or what kind of misconception you heard about femininity and this feminine movement. And let's all have a discussion in the comments down below because I'm curious to know. Also, follow me on my Instagram, which is @LisaHeartStyle. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, feel free to check out my other videos. I will link all of them down below. And until next time, I'm giving you so much kisses and take care of you. Mwah.